My farm's gate was swinging wide open, and Karen's shrill voice was already piercing the morning calm like a rusty nail through tin. "This place is public property," she screeched, leading a pack of her cronies onto my land like they owned it. I stood frozen at the porch, coffee mug trembling in my hand, watching them trample my cornfield, their designer boots crushing months of labor. Karen, with her bob haircut and entitlement thicker than my tractor's tires, had been my neighbor for years, always whining about my dogs barking or my fence being an eyesore. But this was war. She'd posted on some local Facebook group, rallying her friends to reclaim my farm for a community picnic. Never mind that this was private land, my family's for 3 generations. They brought blankets, coolers, even a portable speaker blaring pop music, turning my fields into their personal festival ground. I tried reasoning at first, shouting over the music, "Karen, this is my property. You can't just—" She cut me off, waving a manicured hand. "Oh, relax, Tom. We're just having fun. You should be grateful we're bringing life to this dump." Her friends snickered, snapping selfies among my ruined crops. My blood boiled. The cornstalks were snapped, the soil churned to mud, and my livelihood was being treated like a public park. I saw red. I stormed to the barn, heart pounding, and unlatched the kennel. My 3 dogs, Duke, Bella, and Rusty, were 200 pounds of loyal muscle, trained to protect this land. I whispered, "Go get him," and they bolted, a blur of fur and fury. The picnic turned to pandemonium. Karen's scream was Oscar-worthy as Duke's growl sent her stumbling backward, her picnic basket flying. Her friends scattered, tripping over coolers, their selfies forgotten. The dogs didn't bite, they didn't need to. Their barks alone were thunder, herding the intruders toward the gate. Karen's face was a mask of horror, her mascara streaking as she yelled, "You're a monster, Tom." I stood firm, arms crossed, watching the chaos unfold. "You brought this on yourself," I shouted back. The wooden sign by the gate, freshly painted with "Private Property, Trespassers Beware," rattled in the wind, mocking her. But Karen wasn't done. She regrouped her posse at the road, now armed with phones, filming me like I was the villain. "This man attacked us with wild dogs," she wailed, live streaming to her echo chamber. Comments poured in, branding me a lunatic, a menace. By noon, the sheriff was at my door, his face grim. "Tom, I know Karen's a pain, but you can't sick dogs on people," he said, handing me a citation for reckless endangerment. My stomach dropped. My dogs were heroes, not weapons, but the law didn't care. Karen's group had trashed my crops $10,000 in damages, my entire season's profit, and now I was the one in cuffs, my dogs locked in the kennel under investigation. Her friends, emboldened, returned that evening, not to picnic, but to gloat, spray painting "Farmer Tom is a freak" on my barn. The humiliation stung worse than the fine. I wasn't going down without a fight. I hired a lawyer, dug up property records, and found security footage from my barn camera showing Karen's group trespassing and vandalizing. At the town hearing, I played the tape, the crowd gasping as Karen's smug grin appeared, her friends laughing while ripping up my corn. The judge's gavel slammed, and Karen's face went pale. Trespassing, vandalism, and inciting a public disturbance, he listed, fining her group $15,000 and ordering community service. The sheriff released my dogs, and the town's gossip turned on Karen. Her Facebook group imploded, her friends scattering like roaches. I rebuilt my fences, replanted my fields, and posted a new sign, "Tom's Farm, Dogs on Duty." But victory was bitter. My crops were gone for the season, my savings drained by legal fees. Late at night, I'd sit on the porch, Duke's head in my lap, staring at the fields Karen's crew had ruined. I'd won the battle, but the war left scars. Karen moved away, her house sold to a quiet couple who waved hello. The town praised my stand, but I didn't feel like a hero. I felt hollow, betrayed by a neighbor who'd turned my home into a battlefield. The dogs, though they were my salvation, they protected what was mine, and I'd protect them back, no matter the cost. Some fights, you win by surviving.